Yo, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Fifakill, as you know, and today what I have for you is something that I said I was going to do in the last video, and what that is just me celebrating the fact that I did just recently hit over 1,000 unstoppable medals, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try and get to 2,000 before the end of Black Ops 3. I definitely think that's achievable. I have actually had maybe double, maybe even triple that already. However, that is the number I've had on my personal account, because, you know, I did spend most of my time playing on other accounts, and I haven't really played on my personal too much, but I'm going to be grinding that out, and I'm going to try and hit 2,000. So that is the goal now, but we did hit 1,000. Crazy number if you think about it. That is actually like a ton. And for those of you guys who don't know what that is, an unstoppable medal is basically when you get a nuclear, and a nuclear is a 30 gun streak without dying, and then an unstoppable medal comes with every single gun kill after that 30 gun streak without dying. So, you know, you'll get 10 unstoppable medals if you go on a 40 gun streak, because the nuclear is at 30. That's how that works, and I've now had over 1,000. So yeah, I hit this on stream the other day. I didn't even realize I was just really close to it, and then I got pointed out that I was on like 932 or something, and I should get to that 1,000. So then we did end up doing that. So yeah, I don't know, this was just like a video to make a class setup of, you know, how to get unstoppables. I guess this is maybe one of my best classes. I'm gonna upload a couple of class setups for getting unstoppables, but this will be the first of them all. Also, just so you guys know, on Saturday, that is tomorrow for me right now because it's just past midnight, I will be uploading a beastly gameplay of a 193 kills on a really weird map, Aquarium. There's a lot of cool stuff that goes down in that game, so make sure you check that out. And then on Sunday, I will be uploading the class setup that I used to get that gameplay, so if you guys, you know, looking for some tips and tricks kind of stuff, be looking out for those videos as well as this one here. So I'm gonna jump right into the class and hit it as follows. So just in case you didn't know, this is a DLC map, and I was really close to getting the 100+ in this map as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it, but I did go on a 49 gun streak, so obviously picking up those 19 unstoppable medals to help with that little challenge I got going on. But this is Verge. I have indeed had 100+ on it now, and that will be coming out soon. I'm getting all the series back up at once, nukes on every maps, and 100+ on every maps will be done very soon. And I'm just beasting it lately. I don't even know why, but I have a ton of gameplays. But anyway, let's get right into this class setup. So today you'll see me using the HVK. Now this was one of my favorite guns in the beta, and then it got bad for a while, and then they made it really good again for a while, and then they made it really bad, and now it is an absolute monster again. I guess you could say it returned back to its former glory, but yeah, we're using the HVK. I don't know, I just wanted to change it up a bit, and I don't know, I feel like Verge, this is probably like the perfect range for this gun, but what you want to be rocking on that is the ELO sight, of course, because, you know, the iron sights for the HVK are really not very strong. I usually would suggest, if you are going to use 3 attachments on a gun that aren't an optic, that you would not use an optic, because then you can't have a third perk, as you need to use primary gunfighter for that third perk, as well as using up a perk slot for that optic, and usually I will not use that optic slot, meaning that I will not use that primary gunfighter slot, whatever I choose to do, and so I will have, you know, a third perk, perk 3, and then just lose out on having an optic or something like that, and I'll just roll with that. But obviously this gun really needs all the attachments. It's definitely a big attachment based gun, and so I do lose out on that perk 3. It didn't end up affecting me too much though, which is good. Not many people throw stuns anymore at this point in the game. You do get some, but you know, you just gotta kind of scout the enemies out before you start the game. But anyways, next up we got the grip. This gun does have a lot of recoil, so this is always gonna help, as well as the fact that I am running as well as grip rapid fire at the same time, which is just gonna make that recoil all the much worse. But you definitely want that increase of fire rate, just because, you know, you're getting more bullets off, killing more people quickly, and then the grip just helps control that a little bit more. And finally, you're going to want to have fast mags. You can swap it out for extended mags, but I always find fast mags better. If you're going to be emptying a clip really fast, say 3 guys come around the corner, you kill 2 of them because the clip's emptying really fast, you run out of bullets, maybe you miss a few shots, and then, you know, with extended mags you might miss even a few more shots because you feel like you have a bit more leeway, you can miss a few more, or, you know, there might just be more guys coming around the corner, and whereas if you had extended mags, you know, you'd kill as many as you can with that clip, and then you take forever to reload. But with fast mags, you can kill people, have enough time to reload, and then kill some more. So definitely go fast mags in my opinion, but I guess it's just personal preference at that point. No secondaries, tacticals, or lethals as usual, you know, that's pretty normal. And then this is like slightly different to usual because I don't have a perk 3, but the perks, you know, they follow a pretty normal setup for me. Afterburner, of course, is an essential when playing this game. You gotta really make the most of the movement system if you are trying to be a successful player within Black Ops 3, and you'll see that I do use that a lot on this map. There isn't even too many wall runs on this map, but you see me jumping a lot because this is a very vertical map. You know, if you can get really good angles if you jump over the cars, and even if you run down the walls and things like that, you can definitely get some good spots going, and it did help me in the end get the spawn trap that I kind of had going. But in this game, yeah, it's just crazy to have a perk where you can just reboost that thing quicker, because obviously jumping around is going to get you around faster. It's going to win you gunfights. Definitely a good one to have. Also, as we are going for unstoppables, you know, staying alive is the most important thing, and if you can get out of a bad situation quickly, then that afterburner is really going to help you do that. Also, speaking of getting out of situations and staying alive, then we have overclock, which basically brings your specialist back even faster. Now, I would suggest if you are going for nuclears that you do use the specialist kinetic armor, because it means that you basically have a ballistic vest, and anybody who played the older Call of Duties like MW3 and Ghost will know just how important the ballistic vest is. And it gives you, you're basically invincible unless you're shot in the head or with an explosive for a short amount of time. And you know, it comes pretty fast because it's only like a specialist ability, not a weapon, but getting that overclock just means you'll get it that little bit faster and a little bit more frequently, so you'll be able to, you know, be Iron Man and run into the spawn and get those extra kills with that whenever. So definitely use kinetic armor if you are going for unstoppables. And finally, scavenger, you're going to be going on a high gun streak, so you're going to be using a lot of bullets from your gun, and you're going to want more bullets, obviously, so you're going to need that scavenger. And that's pretty much this whole class setup. If you are trying to go for unstoppables, definitely try this class out. It is a monster. Like I said, the video going up tomorrow or Saturday, whichever time zone you're in, will be 193 kills on Aquarium. Crazy gameplay. Make sure to check it out. And then the class setup for that will be going out on Sunday. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like and make sure to subscribe if you're new. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you do enjoy the class setup as well. Enjoy that. Have fun with it. Go on a tear with it. Get some unstoppables. I did hit 1,000. We're going for 2,000 now. We should be able to hit it by the end of Black Ops 3. And I'll see you guys in the next video.